there on the big screen. Hello, hello, hello. It is Monday. What's today? Oh, February 25th, 2019. And guess what time it is? It's time for the My Spa Bath and Body Show. My name is Margaret Harris, and I am the host of this wonderful show. I am the owner and manager of My Spa Bath and Body Products, which can be purchased at www.myspa.etsy.com. I'm so happy to be here tonight. I see some of my great friends are tuning in. I see Judy. I feel like I'm on Romper Room, if anybody remembers. I see Judy. I see Nate. I see Elisha. And I see all you people on VoxWave.com on YouTube. Hope you're having a wonderful day. And I'm just glad to be here and going to share some information with you. Now, as a woman of some mileage, I've realized that nature has started trying to give me some whiskers on my chin with no help. And I don't know what's going on there, but before I start my car in the morning, I make sure I have my tweezers in my hand so I can pluck all of these random hairs out of my chin. But also there's a new fashion trend where men are going nuts with these beards. And it doesn't just start. It's been a few years, the whole James Harden look where it's just all over to people who just scraggly and struggling. And personally, my preference, if you're going to have a beard and mustache, is that it's groomed and it's close to the skin. I don't like all this coming down. That's just not what I like. And however, since I do try to give you the latest in care and feeding of your skin, I'm going to talk about how to be right and tight with your beard, your mustache, and all of that. Especially with black men or people who have tightly curled hair that grows out of their chin. They feel that growing a beard is a nice way to take a break from the rigors of shaving. But however, it still takes care and feeding. It's just like when people say they're going to go natural with their hair. It's not you just get up and move. If you do, then that's a bad look. But it requires some maintenance. And so that's what I want to talk about is the care and maintenance of your beard, your mustache, and all of that. So there's a lot of problems that especially black men may have in growing their beards. And they have a special, unique set of difficulties. Their hair is often coarse, thick, and tightly coiled. And so, of course, when it grows back in, it grows back into the skin. But also, it can be very dry and still very hard to grow, even if you decide not to shave. Black men have a problem with patchiness when growing their beard, so having the right products on hand can help the hair to grow uniformly. Okay, so I'm just going to talk about a few facial tips, and results are not guaranteed. I am not giving any of this information to cure or treat any disease. If you have a real problem growing hair, you may have to go see a dermatologist or, give up the struggle. But I hope to talk about some common things and some special products that you can use that the mainstream doesn't tell you about. Okay, and I'm going through a hair growing process myself, so some of these things I use. But guess what? I'm not going to talk about castor oil because I think you guys have been beaten up enough about my love for castor oil. Okay, so one thing that we have to do if you're growing your beard is that you need extra moisture to keep it from being dry and breakable. You need to use grooming products that hydrate their facial hair and skin. Unfortunately, most soaps and shampoos dry out your skin and strip them of the natural oils. One thing that you want to make sure, if you're going to just use a regular bar soap, you want to use something that's glycerin-based. And most of my soaps are glycerin-based, especially I have a charcoal and niaoli oil. bar soap, that's good. You can use for your face and for your beard. But you can also buy a beard shampoo as well. But oftentimes, you don't use a regular hair shampoo on your beard because it can leave it irritated and scratchy not long after cleaning your beard. But it is very important to clean your beard. And first of all, wash it. Wash it well from once a week to 2 to 3 times a week, because not only do you need to cleanse it, but you also need to disinfect it. Yes, disinfect it, because it is exposed to food, smoke, and a lot of things that your hair on your head isn't exposed to. Okay, so you want to make sure that you clean it, like I said, from once a week to 2 to 3 times a week with a beard shampoo. If it feels still is, like I said, if it's too oily or unclean, use it every couple of days. What you want to do is guarantee that you are deep cleaning your skin, anything that you may have washed in your shower and washing your face. You want to make sure that you are doing everything you can to promote healthy beard growth. Okay, then you want to add a beard oil to your regimen, and we're going to talk about a beard oil. There's a difference between a beard oil and a beard balm. A beard balm is heavier and it's going to have beeswax in it, but a beard oil is just going to have the oils in it. So some of the oils that you want to use when you're creating a beard balm, and a lot of these you can use on your own. I'm going to talk about some of them, and some I'll talk about later. But if you have dry skin, underneath you want to use a sweet almond oil. And this I got from Nature's Garden, but everything you can get at either your GNC, or in this area, GNC is going to stop selling a lot of this stuff, including essential oils, so you may have to end up going to vitamin shop or getting it online. But sweet almond oil is also oil you can buy at the grocery store, because not this particular one, but you can buy the same type you use for cooking. My favorite oil that doesn't leave your hair too greasy is avocado oil. So you can start with a base of avocado oil in your beard oil. And this is going to be something that you use, again, to moisturize. You can add a little glycerin to it if you like. Argan oil, we'll talk a little bit more about the benefits of argan oil, but argan oil and jojoba oil are more of your drier oils, meaning they have more linoleic acid, so they're not going to be as greasy. Or you can use a grapeseed oil to start off with. Then you also want to melt in some cocoa butter in there. So if you say if you're using your base oil, you want to have like a 2 to a half of this. So if you have 2 tablespoons of this, you want to have maybe 2 teaspoons of your cocoa butter, okay, or your shea oil. Remember, they do 2 different things. Shea oil has cinnamic acid that makes it special. Cocoa butter is a good blend of all of the oils that we've talked about, and it will help moisturize your beard. And then you want to add, and this is a secret one that we're going to talk about later, Tamanu oil. We'll talk about the benefits of that later. But Tamanu oil is an excellent oil for growing hair. Excellent oil for growing hair. And these are all oils, carrier oils that we're talking about at first. Okay, and then if you want to add something to help your hair grow, then you would add, well, first of all, like I said, you want to keep it disinfected. You don't want to add anything foreign or that'll contaminate your skin, so you want to use a tea tree oil. Tea tree oil is very strong, but if you don't want to use a tea tree oil, then you can use another one of my secret sauces, Niaoli oil, which is an excellent oil for especially black men's skin. It helps to antiseptic. It helps to clear out any type of issues you may get with ingrown hairs. It's Niaoli oil. Okay, so those are some of the oils that you want to use initially. Some recipes When you're making your beard oil, you use lemon oil. Lemon oil is very refreshing, and it has antiseptic properties, and it's very uplifting. But this can make you sensitive to the sun and cause you to burn. So if you see any recipes that have lemon essential oil, you want to be careful about those. Okay, so what you want to do is, of course, I just mentioned some of those. Like I said, grapeseed oil is if you have oily skin. The sweet almond for your drier skin. And as you noticed, I said that I'm suggesting you use essential oils. You can buy different scents, but you don't know if they'll make you irritated. Plus, why not put something on your skin that's going to make it healthier? That's what I always say. Okay, so with black men and with a lot of men with beards, you have to be patient when growing them. The initial stages of development can be difficult. You may experience some razor bumps as hair begins to grow in. Do not stress. The longer you let your hair grow out, the less bumps you'll have. Likewise, you'll see particular areas of your beard that appear patchy or locations that grow in thicker than others. Resist the temptation to begin styling or cutting it up until after at least 4 weeks. So ladies, you got to just, I guess, ignore what's that raggedness going on their skin until at least 4 weeks. If by 4 weeks, you might want to say something. But like I said, you need to wait 4 weeks before it really starts to set in. Okay, so every man, like I said, we need to moisturize. Your hair naturally needs more oil, and in order to use that, in order for it to grow, you always want to make sure, like I said, that it's clean and it is you don't have a lot of bacteria growing in. Of course, we're going to talk about how to make a beard balm. That is going to have beeswax in it, and that beeswax serves as an extra protectant. And you want to make sure you have a comb for daily styling. Your beard comb should have smooth teeth. Wooden beard combs are best. Due to the fact that your hair is curly and coiled, it will break quickly if you use a comb with sharp teeth. Gently comb through your beard to design it as you please and to detangle. When your hair is twisted, it stunts the growth and can cause split ends. Likewise, utilize the beard comb to uniformly spread the beard oil and beard balm throughout your beard. Okay, so like I said, for black men, it's very important to make sure that you are hydrating your beard, hydrating your skin, and making sure that it's healthy. So you want to make sure either you have it or a friend buys it for you. Nice beard shampoo, beard conditioner, beard oil, beard balm, and a beard comb. Okay, so I'm going to give you 5 different recipes for creating your beard growth oil. Okay, the first one is a eucalyptus essential oil based one. And the eucalyptus oil is going to be antibacterial, anti-inflammatory, and promote your hair growth. Okay, you're going to make a recipe that is going to last you a while. So you're going to measure out 6 teaspoons of olive oil and transfer that to an amber bottle, the kind with the dropper. If you can't find one of those, then find an old prescription bottle. It's not quite as dark, but it's better than having it clear. Add 5 to 7 drops of essential oil to that and mix it well. And then you would apply some of this beard oil mix to your beard and massage it in. Let it sit for 30 minutes and then wash it off with cold water. Another one is with coconut oil. Now remember, we dispelled the myth of coconut oil being a moisturizer. What it's going to do is going to kill any bacteria and keep your skin healthy, okay, and give it a good place for the hair to grow. So you're going to mix 6 teaspoons of extra virgin coconut oil, and again, put that in an amber bottle. If you want to, if it's hard, you can melt it in your microwave, pulsing it for like 15 seconds. Or you can buy fractionated coconut oil, or MCT, or they call it caprylcylic triglycerides. That's the liquid form of coconut oil. Add 5 to 10 drops of essential oil of your preference: rosemary, sage, or lavender. Now remember, rosemary, if you have any, well, not if you're pregnant, but if your wife, girlfriend is pregnant and she's making this, you don't want to have rosemary because it can affect her. It may affect her. And also, if you have epilepsy or are prone to seizures, you want to avoid rosemary. You want to mix it up well, and every night massage the oil into your beard, and then wash it off with the beard shampoo the next morning. So that's your coconut oil, your essential oil, rosemary, sage, or lavender, and you massage it in at night. I see I have some more friends joining me on Facebook Live, and I hope I have more people joining me on VoxWave. The next one is rosemary and lavender oils. This one is going to be for if you have oily skin, is better. 3 teaspoons of coconut oil and jojoba oil, and then mix in your lavender and rosemary oils. Massage the oil into your beard, and you can either leave it in or wash it off. And then, now tea tree and cedarwood, I like cedarwood a lot. That one is, again, you have to be careful with that, but it has a very woodsy scent and is excellent for hair growth. Excellent, excellent for hair growth. So you would mix about 12 teaspoons of jojoba oil, 7 drops of cedarwood essential oil, followed by 10 drops of tea tree essential oil. And remember, if tea tree is too strong for you, you want to use your Niaouli oil. And you can apply that oil to your beard every day after your bath, and also at night before sleeping. So twice a day, once in the morning and once at night. And that tea tree oil, the tea tree oil is going to kill the bacteria, making your skin a fertile place for your hair to grow. And the cedarwood is going to help it grow. And then this one is going to be they're calling this the all-powerful fast growth recipe. This one, you want to make sure that you just apply it to the hair, though. You don't want to put it on your skin because this whole combination could be a little strong. So the recipe is 12 teaspoons of jojoba oil, and jojoba oil comes in either golden or clear. 2 drops of lemon essential oil, which I said you might, if you're sun sensitive, you might want to leave that out. 1 to 2 drops of cinnamon bark essential oil, 1 to 2 drops of rosemary essential oil, 2 drops of frankincense essential oil, 1 to 2 drops of tea tree oil, and 2 to 3 drops of peppermint essential oil. And massage that oil into your beard daily. Okay, that one is going to be strong. It is going to definitely stimulate your hair follicles, but just what I'm saying is if you put it on your chin and on too close to your skin, it could be a lot. Okay, so that is how you make a beard oil. To make a beard balm, what you're going to do is the difference is you're going to use a few harder oils. So you're going to use beeswax, and if you go to some of your regular craft stores, they have that block of beeswax. You don't want that. What you want is to see if you can find the pellets. I got this at Bulk Apothecary, and they sell the pellets at Mom's and at other health food stores. So that's what you want, is the pellets, so that you can melt it down. The cocoa butter is going to have your antioxidants and vitamins. This is deodorized but raw cocoa butter. You're going to want to have, and like I said, it has antioxidants and vitamins. You can use shea butter and mango butter. Mango butter is a little lighter than the rest of them, but they're still very good. So for this, if you use a cup of beeswax, you want to use then a little bit more of your other butters, okay? So what we're doing, like I said, we're building a product that will now coat the skin. So after you use your beard oil, you can use this balm to kind of groom as well as nourish your beard. So now it's been up to 3 months since you started growing your beard, and there's no need to really use a whole lot of this, but you should have enough to now groom it and keep it in place. So the beard oil is more than enough in that period in which you deal with your beard itch or dryness that comes with the first months of beard growth. Okay? But with this beard balm, it's going to also make your beard soft while maintaining its shape perfectly. Okay? So the good thing about making it, of course, is that you know what's in there. And so we have the beeswax. We're going to also add a carrier oil, and we already talked about them. Argan, jojoba oil are good for any type of skin. Grapeseed, also all-purpose, but more so on the oily side. Avocado is all-purpose and more on the dry side, or your sweet almond oil. You can use just a, if you have an old cough drop tin or something like that, you can use that to create it. And we already talked about a lot of the essential oils that you can use in order to make it. Like I said, you want to go easy on the lemon. Okay, the next thing is now we're going to make it. So first of all, again, you can either put this in your Pyrex measuring and put it over a hot water bath, or you can use a microwave. Either way is fine. So what you want to do, your beeswax is going to take the longest to melt. So you want to start melting that first, and then add so you have 2 ounces of shea butter, 1 ounce of beeswax, and 3 ounces of coconut oil if you like. And like I say, you could put it I use Pyrex measuring cups. So, of course, when that starts to melt, you stir it occasionally and don't let it boil. You add your essential oils and then pour it into your tin and allow it to cool. Okay, so what you don't want to do is you don't want to add your essential oils over the heat. You want to have that pulled off. Okay, then you want to let it solidify at room temperature, or you can put it in the refrigerator and let it cool. Okay, now there's some oils that I prefer, and I'm going to talk about those and the special one that we talked about, the tamanu oil. So one thing that I'm using to grow my hair, like I say, is avocado oil. And avocado oil is much lighter than your olive oils and a lot of those because it won't weigh down your hair or clog your pores. So it's very good for people with highly porous hair or very dense hair. So avocado oil is another one you can buy at the grocery store. It provides moisture and strength because it's rich in oleic acid, which is, like I say, that's very good for your drier skin and drier hair. The fats that are in avocado oil strengthen the hair shaft and help prevent breakage. And they're also good if you use the avocado on your scalp. It's good for scalp health, dandruff, and psoriasis, and can provide some UV protection. But more importantly, it contains vitamin D, which is crucial for the generation of new hair follicles. Okay? So, if it says olive oil, I would switch it out for avocado oil. Okay, next is the argan oil. That is great for your beard as well. Of course, the argan oil comes from Morocco, and people all over the world have used it to treat skin infections, bug bites, and skin rashes. But it's also high in vitamin A and vitamin E, and it eases inflammation while moisturizing the skin. And we're talking about argan oil. And it's a dry oil as well, so it's not going to make anything oily. It's going to seal in moisture and smooth flyaways and keep your hair from breaking. It adds shine and softness while simultaneously making it richer and thicker. Okay, so that is argan oil. Ooh, I'm running out of time. Tamanu oil. This is your secret weapon. And all of these things that I've talked about, you want, be it the beard oil or the beard balm, you want to add 5 to 10 drops of this Tamanu oil. It's spelled Tamanu oil. This is your secret weapon, people. It's the best beard growth oil you've never heard of. Okay, it's going to address a lot of things: the dry skin under your beard itch, dandruff, and ingrown hairs. So what is Tamanu oil? It comes from the Tamanu tree, which is native to the South Pacific. And it's a green oil, and it's a natural antibiotic. It regenerates the skin and even aids in healing scars, sunburns, and wounds. It is perfect for issues like acne, painful skin under your beard dandruff, and patchy cheek growth. Patchy cheek growth, you want to use this Tamanu oil. It restores the shine and seals the moisture, making it the perfect addition. And I have this in the hair growth oil I'm using personally. And what it does, it is excellent. Okay? So I'm going to give you some recipes on how to use Tamanu oil. Oops. And you can use it just raw. You can just take it and drop it onto your skin. It is suitable for all skin types, and it's mild enough to use several times a day. Okay? Remember, this is a carrier oil. It's not an essential oil. So if you want to treat acne with this, you can. You take 4 teaspoons of Tamanu oil, 2 drops of tea tree oil, and 4 drops of lavender essential oil. It helps with your acne. Razor burn and ingrown hairs. We're talking about that when you're first growing out your beard. 4 drops of lavender essential oil, 4 drops of chamomile oil, 2 drops of peppermint essential oil, and 4 teaspoons of the Tamanu oil. You can apply this blend 2 to 3 times a day to reduce the appearance of scars and razor burns. An additional one for women, like I said, for scars and for men, is you get 2 drops of carrot seed oil, 2 drops of cedarwood essential oil, 2 drops of geranium essential oil, 2 drops of rose essential oil, and 4 teaspoons of Tamanu oil. Excellent, excellent, excellent. For dry skin, mix this with chamomile and lavender. If you have any kind of abrasions, 3 drops of lavender oil, 3 drops of rosemary essential oil, 3 drops of myrrh essential oil, and 4 teaspoons of Tamanu oil. Now with myrrh essential oil, you have to be very careful because it can trigger migraines and headaches, and it can be toxic. So you don't want to use too much of your myrrh. Okay, so those are some tips on how to get your beard right. Like I said, Niaoli oil, for all the recipes that you see that have asked for tea tree, you can switch up Niaoli oil, and that is spelled Niaouli. So that is how to get your beard right. And I hope you learned something today. My goal is to make this show fast moving so that you get everything that you need and you're able to move out on your own. Of course, if you have any questions, you can always call me directly at 240-691-7841. That's the number to My Spa Bath and Body Products. You can check out our website at www.myspa.etsy.com, or you can send me an email at myspab@gmail.com. Looking forward to getting back on here next week. I'll have a special surprise guest I'll be announcing on Facebook. Otherwise, we will see you next week. Did I get in my 30, Ron? I got in my 30. Yes. See you next week, and have a great week. God loves you, and so do I. Bye.